What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at Prehistoric Kingdom once again. No, we're not covering a creature from an update. Instead, we are going to build an actual park. We're going to see if we can try to build an actual park in today's video. We're going to pick... There's Canada. You know what? We're going to pick Costa Rica for this. Because it kind of makes sense with the jungle vibe and whatever. And we're going to be creative with it. We're going to do like a creative sandbox, and we're going to go from there. So, yeah, a lot has happened. We've had like updates since then. So, like, there's character dialogue, unlock all research, and all that. Alright, so we got that going. I haven't been on here in a hot minute because, like basically when I last played on it, you couldn't really do much, but now the game has updated quite a bit, so hopefully we'll be able to build like an actual park on here and maybe make like a series out of this. That's what I'm hoping on. We got Prehistoric Kingdom, so let me just see if we can figure out. Alright, so this is path. I remember this being path. Alright, so we've got like a path going. Let's see if we can get some fences, and then we can get like what is it, that creature creation thing, where we can create our first creature. I'm thinking we create something a little bit on the smaller side just to get people in. We'll have dinosaurs, mammals, and all that. So, park checklist. Compost heap. What the hell is a compost heap? This thing? Okay, well, where do we put it exactly? Here? Yeah, I don't want to put it, like, too close to the guests. Because I don't want people smelling the dung and whatever. So, yeah, we got that. Alright, let's see if we could build our... What is it, the creation thing? Alright, so I hear they have updated. So, like, babies are a thing in this game, I hear. So, you can have, like, baby dinos. We can open the animal nursery. So, yeah, we've got all the animals here. They've come into, like, different, like, whatevers I can see. Like, species and subspecies. Like, you've got Acrocanthosaurus, Carcharodontosaurus, Coelophysis, Dinochirus, Dilophosaurus, Spinosaurus, Tarbosaurus, Torvosaurus G, Torvosaurus T. I heard Torvosaurus actually had a redesign. T-Rex and Velociraptor. I don't really want to start with T-Rex just yet. Maybe start with something a little small. I don't want to really start with the mammals just yet. So what we could do... What about Lielanosaura? We could start adding Lielanosaura in. We have like... Okay, those guys are tiny. Maturity... Oh, okay, they could start off as babies, but you can also have them start off as adults. Oh, okay, that is cool, actually. Let me test some of these guys out real quick. Alright, so this is what a baby Spinosaurus looks like without the sail. That's kind of cool. And then once they grow up, as they get older, they start to grow the sail a bit more. Okay, that is cool. That is actually really cool. Put that back as a baby for now. What about a baby T-Rex? What does that look like? Okay, that is adorable. Let's grow them up. We've got... Alright. They lose their feathers as they get older. Oh, okay. That's realism right there. Let's see what, what's another dinosaur we could have? Let's see what a baby Smilodon looks like. Okay, that is just the most adorable thing. The most adorable thing. Alright, and as they grow older, they become adults and whatever, and that's pretty cool. What about the, this guy here? So males have manes, right? For the lions. This one kinda does. I want to see what a baby mammoth looks like. I bet that would be really cool. Okay. Alright. And the tusks, they grow a little larger as time goes on. What about the female? And of course the males have longer tusks. That is awesome. Okay, what I kind of want to do, right? What I kind of want to do is, like, start with, like, some small herbivores. Maybe Lielanosaura and, what's it, the other one? Dryosaurus, that's it. Maybe we'll have, like, basically 2 adults and, like, 1 baby of each. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Alright, so let's, I guess, select all. Alright, let's give them some water, I guess. Alright, so how do we... Alright, so terrain, right? Yep. Water. Give them some water, so they at least have whatever. Let's see what they need. And let's see what Nigel Marvin has to say about these guys.
This little cutie is Lielanosaura. During the Cretaceous period, the region of Australia that this dinosaur hails from was located in the Antarctic Circle, even further under the globe than the land's mass is today. You could say it really lived in a land down under.
Oh yeah, because they lived in Australia. Oh, these guys need a lot of forest. Okay. I don't think the enclosure's big enough to support what you need for forest. Alright, how do you make this? Oh, this. You use this to make that smaller. I'll give them a little bit of forest. Maybe have it, like, surround the entire enclosure, maybe? I know, we probably don't have any food in the enclosure. Or a place to view the creatures. Inaccessible to staff. Oh yeah, there's staff in this game, too. What do we put it, like, over here? Yeah, there we go. And then let's give these guys some food. Oh, there we go, okay. Alright, so you know what? I'm gonna give you some fruit. Some insects. And some plants. So we can see which one you eat. Alright? And then if we go into terrain and water, let's remove some of this water. So you guys aren't really swimming as much. Just a little bit of water is literally all you need. These guys really like to swim. They really do like to swim.
Lielanosaura was named after its discoverer's daughter, Laelin. If I was ever lucky enough to name a dinosaur, I'd like to think I'd do the same.
Okay. Nice bit of information, Nigel Marvin. Alright, let me get one of those viewing galleries so people can see the dinosaurs. Yeah, we got the mini aviary for the Microraptors and the Archaeopteryx. Let's give them some kiosks anyway. I guess give them a... Yeah, give them a toilet. Give them a toilet. Alright, it's inaccessible. Let me give them a path real quick. There we go. Now it is. Well, what else kind of buildings do we have? Like, there's got to be like a viewing gallery or whatever. Alright, here we go. Viewing platform. Maybe something a little bit smaller. Do you have anything smaller that we could use? That's a bathroom. Yeah, just so people can see them. I know they're a little on the small side, but work with me here. And then maybe put like another one, like over here. There we go. Just so people can access the Lielanosaura. And I'm thinking about adding something else in here. Maybe Dryosaurus. Let's get the incubation going. Alright. Okay, so... Oh, that's adorable. That's what the babies look like. Okay. We'll do the same thing we did last time. We'll get 2 of each. 2 adults and 2 babies. That's what we'll get. Alright, select all. Release all of them. And now I'm pretty sure these guys will get on just great.
A Dryosaurus. They originally inhabited forested areas of the late Jurassic, with their name literally translating to tree lizard. I wonder if they bark.
Ha, I get the joke, because bark from a tree. I get the joke. Oh my god. Alright. So we got this little enclosure here, which looks good, I guess. And then what we could do is, like, maybe build another enclosure with, like, something a little bit larger. And then we could add, like, a carnivore. Or maybe we could add, like, a small carnivore. Maybe Coelophysis, like, over... that might be a little too small for them. We might put, like, maybe Coelophysis, like, over here. And then we could put, like, another herbivore enclosure. Something a little bit bigger over here. Backstage storage? I guess that's for, like, workers trying to store everything. We've got loading bays. We've got... Let's start with a basic gift shop for now. Let's put the gift shop, like, I don't know, over here. Just so they have a gift shop. Or, so I could put the stuff over here, so I could put the Coelophysis over here. We'll have the gift shop as soon as you enter. No cashier. Okay, I guess we'll... How do you hire a cashier? What do you mean inaccessible to guests? What the hell do you mean? There we go. They still don't have access? You can actually go inside? That's pretty awesome. Okay, I think I know why. It's kind of levitating a little. The shop is kind of levitating a little. Yeah, the shop was kind of levitating a little. That's probably why. Yeah, that'll do it. I probably wouldn't be able to access a store if the store was just levitating. I'd probably be getting the hell out of there because there's probably a ghost about. Alright, let's get the Oviraptor. Let's get the Coelophysis enclosure done. I could definitely see that working out. And then a viewing platform. Yeah, something like this. That's a little better. Something like this. Alright, now that that's done, let's get the Coelophysis going. So for Coelophysis, they probably need a little bit more, because they're a bit more on the social side. So Coelophysis, where's Coelophysis? There it is. Okay, that's what a baby looks like. That's absolutely adorable. Oh yeah, the zookeepers probably need access to them, so I'll get a gate at some point. Alright, so now all we need is a fence. We've increased to 1.1 stars. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see if we can get a, what's it called? This thing here. A staff gate. So then staff have access to the gate. There we go. Alright, so that's Coelophysis pretty much done. Wait, don't they eat insects? I'll give them some insects just in case. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time finding stuff, you know, just because everything's changed since I last played this, so yeah, keep in mind. So bear with me. There they are. There they are. Okay, so it's under modules. Alright, I gotta remember that. I'll give them an insect feeder just in case they prefer insects. Alright. Nigel, what do you have to say about these guys?
Coelophysis is without a doubt the most iconic dinosaur of the Triassic period. It was named all the way back in 1889, making the genus well over 100 years old. That's nothing compared to the actual age of the animal, of course. The most recent specimens of Coelophysis are roughly 200 million years old.
Wow, that is awesome. Really awesome. Alright, cool. So we've got Coelophysis in here. We've got... Oh, this viewing gallery is packed. No one's visiting this gallery, but, like, a lot of people are visiting this viewing platform. I can see why, because you can see a Dryosaurus over here. So I can kind of see why. Alright, let's get the larger herbivore enclosure. So I'm thinking we get like a bunch of hadrosaurs living in here. Egg the Leelanosaur has reached adolescence. Oh, how awesome! awesome. Yeah, we get to watch them grow. That is so cool. Oh my god. Okay, alright, let's see. I want to make a relatively large enclosure for these guys. Maybe we'll add in, like, some hadrosaurs, a couple of ceratopsians, and, like, a couple of sauropods. Yeah, we could do that. Alright, first things first, let's get the gate going. Let's make it, like, ready for whatever. So, modules. We're going to need a lot of fruit, because some like fruit, some plants, and water. Don't forget water. They actually have forests, so I shouldn't have to worry too much. There we go. Alright, let's start adding in creatures. Are there, like, different feeders for sauropods, actually? Okay, there are. Good to know. So I'll put them, like, maybe over here. And then for sauropods, I don't know. We'll start with the hadrosaurs and then work our way over. Alright, so I kind of like Brontosaurus. That looks really cool. I prefer Brontosaurus over Apatosaurus. So we might put Brontosaurus in here. And then we'll put in, like, I don't know, Iguanodon and Lambeosaurus, as well as Edmontosaurus, maybe? We'll put in Oranosaurus with, like, maybe Iguanodon or something. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright, let's get maybe, like, a mixture of ceratopsians. We'll get, like, a... Let's start with maybe Nasutoceratops. Yeah, Nasutoceratops isn't really that big, if I'm gonna be honest. So we'll have one male, one female, and then for the babies, we'll have 2 of each. There we go. We'll select all. We'll also throw in, like, a bunch of hadrosaurs. Let's have maybe, I don't know, Lambeosaurus? You know, let's start with, what about this guy? The Charonsaurus, or the Caronsaurus. Let's have, like, a bunch of them. Maybe 2 of each male, 2 of each female. And then we'll have some babies. We'll have 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. Alright, select all. Release all 10 of them. There we go. We've got them. And then maybe, I don't know, something a little bit smaller. What do we have that's smaller? And the game crashed, it looks like. Oh my god. Alright, well, hold on as I try to fix everything. Gimme 1 second. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about that. The game crashed and, you know the ordeal. Alright, so this one, don't click on. There we go, we got that. And then maybe we'll just have, like, a couple of sauropods. We'll just have 2 Bronto. And the game crashed again. Alright, I don't know what's going on here. Give me a second while I do something. And we're back once again. Sorry about that, guys. So what I'm going to do from now on, we're going to get the Nasutos. Every time we add a new creature, a new dinosaur, we save our progress. I'm going to go ahead and save that again. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother trying to add anything else, because I don't know what creatures will make the game crash, what creatures won't. So you know what? We're going to listen to what Nigel Marvin says.
Despite being named after the ferryman of the underworld from Greek mythology, Caronosaurus is not known for delivering souls to the afterlife. I've seen the look in the eyes of a hungry Caronosaurus before, and it's almost like they're contemplating a new career path. No, sir, you aren't taking me across the river Styx today. Go and eat your ferns.
Alright, very funny. And let's take a look at Nasuto.
Wow, look at the horns on that one. This must be Nasutoceratops, a ceratopsian best identified by its large cow-like features. That huge head can grow 1.5 meters long from tip to tip. That's 1/3 of its body length.
I thought this was supposed to be shallow water. Why is it deep enough for these guys to swim in it? You know what? I'm not even going to question it. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.